Welcome to Physical Science Digital Class Mehboobabaad. This is Sunil, PGT Chemistry, TSMS, Koravi. In previous class, we discussed quantum numbers. We discussed two quantum numbers. They are principal quantum number and azimuthal quantum number. Once again, I want to recap. Principal quantum number is indicated by n and it is useful to indicate the orbit number. For example, n is equal to 1 called as first orbit or K shell. N equal to called as second orbit or L shell. You observe that chart table. Okay. Next, azimuthal quantum number, also called as angular momentum quantum number. This quantum number is useful to identify the subshells and it was indicated by letter L. If L equals 0, called as S subshell, L equal 1, P subshell, L equal to 2, D subshell, L equal 3, F subshell, like that. And also we discussed shapes of D subshell. S subshell having spherical shape, P having dumbbell shape, D having double dumbbell, and F having complex shape. Okay, let us see how to draw the shapes. These shapes are includes three dimensions: X, Y, and Z axis. You carefully observe the pictures. How can I draw? S having spherical shape along three axes. P having dumbbell shape. Dumbbell means two lobes present along the axis. D subshell having double dumbbell shape. Double dumbbell means we have four lobes. Okay. Today in this session we are going to learn other two quantum numbers, that is magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. Let us start magnetic quantum number. This quantum number was proposed by Landé and designated by small m. It is useful to describe about orientation of orbitals. What is the meaning of orientation here? Simply remember, orientation is nothing but vibrating or moving towards right side or left side. Due to this orientation only, the lines which are present in spectra are divided into sublines in the presence of electric field or magnetic field. I already discussed in hydrospectra. That means it can explain the orientation of orbitals, and it has values. Starting value is minus L and ending value is plus L, including 0. That means it is nothing but integers, minus to positive including 0. For example, magnetic quantum number value depends on azimuthal quantum number value, that is L value. For example, you take if L equals 0, then substitute in magnetic values minus L to plus L including 0. Okay na? So if L equals 0 means minus 0, 0 and plus 0. That means totally we have 0. So if L equals 0, M has value 0. But you know, if L equals 0, it indicates what am I? S subshell. That means S subshell having magnetic quantum number value is 1. That value is only 0. So that's why S subshell having only one orbital. You observe the figure. It has only one box. The box means nothing but orbital. Now tell, if L equals 0 what? It is S subshell. If L equals 0, what is the value of M? 0. That means it has only one value. So for S subshell, we have only one value of magnetic quantum number. Therefore, S subshell having only one orbital. Similarly, for P subshell, What is P subshell indicated? L is equal to 1. That means L equal 1 means P subshell. If L equal 1, then what are the values of M? Again, you substitute. If L equal 1, M is equal minus 1, comma 0, comma plus 1. That means if L equal 1, M has 3 values, minus 1, 0, plus 1. Nothing but you follow the integer line, integers, negative and positive, including 0. Now tell L is equal 1 means P subshell. So for P subshell, we have 3 values for M, minus 1, 0, plus 1. That means P subshell having 3 orbitals. First orbital having value minus 1, second orbital having value 0, and third one is having plus 1. And these 3 orbitals are designated by Px, Py and Pz. That means X, Y, Z or indicate axis and having the shape of dumbbell. Let us take, if L is equal to 2, then substitute in M values. My starting value is minus 2 and ending value is plus 2, including 0. In between minus 2 and plus 2, as per integer line, we have minus 1 and plus 1. Therefore, for L is equal to, M is equal minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. There are 5 values. That means if L equal to means D subshell. For D subshell, we have 5 M values. Therefore, D subshell having 5 orbitals. These 5 orbitals are designated by dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square y square. It can be written as dx square minus y square, but read as dx square y square and dz square. Why we are using 2 axes? Why? Because it has double dumbbell shape. Double means we have 4 lobes. Coming to F subshell, that means L is equal to 3. There are M values, minus 3 starting and ending is plus 3. In between minus 3 and M3, we have minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2 and plus 3. That means there are 7 values for F subshell. That means F subshell having 7 orbitals. Now tell, for S subshell, how many orbitals are present? 1. P subshell 3. D subshell 5. And F subshell 7. Okay. That means P subshell having 3 orbitals. They are Px, Py, Pz. These 3 orbitals having equal energies. That's why they are also called as degenerate orbitals. Similarly, D subshell having 5. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square y square and dz square. These 5 orbitals also having same energy. That's why they are also called as degenerated orbitals. You observe carefully this table. Now next quantum number is spin quantum number. It was proposed by Uhlenbeck and Goudsmit. It is shown with symbol S. You know very well, Earth revolves around the Sun as well as Earth rotates around itself. Okay, like that. Electron also revolve around the nucleus as well as rotate around itself. So the rotation of electron around itself, it is called a spin. If it rotates clockwise direction, it has value plus 1 by 2. If it is rotate anti-clockwise direction, it has value minus 1 by 2. That means spin quantum number has two values, plus half and minus half. So each orbital having two electrons. That means each orbital can accommodate with two electrons. One is with clockwise spin and other one is with anti-clockwise spin. For example, you take S subshell. S subshell having one orbital. In that one orbital, maximum number of electrons accommodate is 2. So one is clockwise, another one is anti-clockwise. In this picture, you see the green color upward arrow mark indicates clockwise and downward arrow mark indicates anti-clockwise. For P subshell, in P subshell we have 3 orbitals. Each orbital accommodate 2 electrons. That means you see the picture. In this picture you have 3 clockwise and 3 anti-clockwise. So there are totally 6 electrons maximum. Now tell how many electrons can be accommodated for D subshell. D subshell having 5 orbitals. 5 to the 10 electrons maximum. Similarly F subshell having 7 orbitals. Therefore 7 to the 14 electrons maximum. Finally you observe this table. S subshell having maximum orbitals 1 and a maximum number of electrons 2. P 3 orbitals 6 electrons. D 5 orbitals 10 electrons. F 7 orbitals and 14 electrons. Okay, in next video I will give examples on these quantum numbers. Thank you.